far-right parties made significant gains in the European Union parliamentary elections, delivering a notable defeat to French President Emmanuel Macron. The 27-member bloc shifted markedly to the right, with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's party more than doubling its seats. Despite scandals, the Alternative for Germany, AfD party, still outperformed the Social Democrats of Chancellor Olaf Scholz. In response to the far-right threat, the Christian Democrats, led by EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, had already moved further, right on issues like migration and climate. This strategy paid off, as they remained the largest group in the 720-seat European Parliament, maintaining their role as key power brokers. The standout victor of the night was Marine Le Pen's national rally in France, which dominated the polls so convincingly that Macron dissolved the national parliament and called for new elections, risking further losses for his party. Le Pen, seizing the moment, expressed her readiness to tackle immigration and defend French interests. Her party garnered over 30% of the vote, doubling that of Macron's centrist Renaissance Party, which managed less than 15%. Macron acknowledged the defeat and stressed his democratic response by calling snap elections. In Germany, the AfD rose to 16.5%, up from 11% in 2019, overcoming scandals to outpace the Social Democrats, who fell behind the far-right party. The German governing coalition's combined result barely exceeded 30%. AfD leader Alice Weidel celebrated their rise as the second strongest force, despite predictions of their decline. The EU elections, the world's second-largest democratic exercise after India's elections, saw mainstream pro-European groups, the Christian Democrats and the Socialists, remain dominant. However, the far-right's gains came at the expense of the Greens, who were expected to lose about 20 seats, dropping to 6th position in the legislature. Macron's pro-business Renew group also faced significant losses. The EU, which has long sidelined the hard right, now sees them becoming influential in policies on migration, security and climate. To counter this, von der Leyen proposed a coalition with the Social Democrats and pro-business Liberals, capitalizing on her party's gains while the others lost seats. "We are the anchor of stability," von der Leyen declared, emphasizing the importance of a strong, effective Europe amidst rising far-right and far-left influence. Provisional results showed the Christian Democrats with 189 seats, up 13, the Social Democrats with 135, down 4, and the Renew group with 83, down 19. The Greens fell to 53 seats, down 18. In Germany, a traditional stronghold for environmentalists, the Greens' support dropped from 20% to 12%. With further losses anticipated in France and other nations, this decline could impact the EU's climate change policies, which are among the most progressive globally. The centre-right Christian Democratic bloc, led by von der Leyen, weakened its Green stance pre-election, but still dominated in Germany with nearly 30%, surpassing Scholz's Social Democrats, who fell to 14%, trailing even the AfD. This rightward shift may complicate EU legislation and decision-making within the world's largest trading bloc. EU lawmakers, elected for 5-year terms, influence financial rules, climate and agriculture policies. They approve the EU budget, funding priorities like infrastructure, farm subsidies and aid to Ukraine, and hold veto power over EU Commission appointments. This election occurs at a challenging time for voter confidence, following the pandemic, economic downturn, and Europe's largest land conflict since World War II. Campaigns often focus on national issues over broader European interests. Since 2019, populist or far-right parties have come to power in Hungary, Slovakia and Italy, and are part of ruling coalitions in Sweden, Finland and potentially the Netherlands. Polls favour populists in France, Belgium, Austria and Italy.